Grab your LaCroix because in this video we are testing out the 10-core, 18-core GPU base model Starcraft II tested. So this was running off of the medium settings in windowed full screen, and so you can see here the render is Metal API. We're going to go ahead and test originally in trying to get this gameplay out. It has eight computers, so 3 on my side versus 5. And you can see here ultra settings is just completely unplayable, very laggy, can't even really play at all. So fortunately that is not possible with the StarCraft 2, and at least in an 8 CPU game setting. So I went ahead and tested high and medium. And long story short, going to the high settings, it's pretty bad as well. If I could get back to the screen, you'll see that it's actually pretty bad FPS as well. Now also the command setting for FPS doesn't work, so it does work when you're at exclusive full screen, but it doesn't work when you're in windowed mode, which is what I was preferring to play here. And we just go back to medium settings. So there's not much to add in terms of my thoughts on StarCraft 2, except for kind of the Bluetooth mouse. The Bluetooth mouse on macOS is kind of laggy. I was actually plugged into a mouse here that was over USB, but I still think it used Bluetooth protocol. But it seemed to me a little bit more responsive. But anyways, the rest of this video, I do eventually switch to low around, I think it's 10 minutes. I'll leave it in the YouTube bookmarks because around there you'll see when we change chapters that the graphical settings weren't that great and it kind of lagged a little bit. So this is when I have 200 units and the CPUs probably have 200 units as well. And yep, and then you just see this particular gameplay footage of me playing StarCraft against 5 insane CPUs, and I have 3 insane CPUs on my side.
Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. Spawn more overlords. We require spawn more. Not enough energy. Spawn more. Not enough energy. The swarm grows.
We must secure additional resources.
must expand.
This location is ideal for our expansion.
More overlords. Not enough energy. Metamorphosis mutation. Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply. Our allies are in I claim these minerals.
Let our enemies feel the might of the Kala.
Our forces are under attack. Our allies are in combat. The swarm is assaulting here. Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. Are under attack. My brood is engaging here.
Our warriors must pull back.
Our allies are in combat. Our forces are under attack. Our allies are under attack. Our allies are in combat. Our forces are under attack. We cannot reach that location. Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Command. Our allies are in combatant. Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. Our forces are under attack. Base is threatened. Our allies are in combat. Our forces are under adaptable command. Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is complete. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat. Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply. Our allies are in combat. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat. Our forces are under attack. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our forces, our allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our drones are under attack. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Our allies are in combat. Our allies' base is threatened. Complete. Our allies are in combat. Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply. Our forces are under attack. Mutation complete. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
So overall, I think you could probably get a little bit better settings if you're not recording on OBS, which is what my standard methodology is for creating these YouTube videos, but also that StarCraft II is a CPU heavy game and I am recording OBS on a GPU setting, so theoretically shouldn't impact the CPU. And I also was plugged in during this gameplay, so this wasn't off. It was on battery, it wasn't off the adapter, or it was on the adapter. There is a high power performance mode that I didn't test. It could give you maybe additional 10% performance, but overall, if you're playing 2v2 or something like that, or playing StarCraft casually, you can probably play at low settings. Otherwise, I would recommend, I mean, even my laptop struggles with this game when I play all CPU games, so the only person I know who doesn't have a problem is one of my friends probably running on a desktop, and I do have a desktop, but it's at home, so can't really compare to that, but he has a pretty good computer. So that's my take on StarCraft. Playable, probably you could do 2v2, you can CPU with the friends, but 3v5, or sometimes I like doing 3v11 insane GPUs just doesn't work. And hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.
The hive cluster is under attack.